What more do we know about this surprise visit to Moscow and the talks that Bennett had inside the Kremlin?
We actually know very little. We didn't know before he went on the Jewish Sabbath. It was secretive. We know that the talks lasted 3 hours. There's no picture, so we don't even know if it was one of those long tables a la Emmanuel Macron. And we don't know the content. What we do have is a lot of speculation. We know that Israel has long argued that it's good to have someone who has a foot in both camps that deals with both Ukraine and Russia. I heard a former head of the Mossad arguing today that every chance is worth it. It could be like the Cuban Missile Crisis in the 1960s, providing Russia with a ladder to climb down. That's presuming Russia wants a ladder to climb down. I think the Russian interest in this is that they have do argue that they're fighting a government of a special operation, not even a war, of course, a government of neo-Nazis. This despite the fact that the Ukrainian president and the defense minister are both Jewish. And I think meeting the head of the Jewish state kind of bolsters somehow that Russian narrative.
Now, Iris, it's fair to say that Israel has been criticised recently for not actually following in the footsteps of the wider West in imposing sanctions, for example, or doing more to end this war.
Yes.
Has this therefore been a trip aimed at deflecting that criticism?
I think there is something in that, yes, but Israel also has quite a lot of skin in the game. There are something like more than 1 million migrants here from Russia and the former Soviet Union. The government minister who is translating at that meeting for the Prime Minister was born in Kharkiv. His mother still lives there. It's very entwined here. There are tens of thousands, perhaps 100,000 Jewish Ukrainians who want to get out right now. There are Israelis still inside Ukraine. So all of that's one aspect. The other aspect, of course, is the Iran nuclear deal. That's something that's very important both to Israel and to Russia. Israel also has dealings with Russia. Russia is on its northern border inside Syria. They have daily, constant military dealings with Russia. So all those things make Israel into perhaps not even a good mediator because it's such an interested party.
Iris Makler, our correspondent in Jerusalem, thank you so much for being with us.